Hello, guys, welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Viviana. I am a LinkedIn visibility coach and business mentor with a full-time profession, helping entrepreneurs build businesses on the side without burnout. Today, I'm going to walk you through my monthly reset routine, what I do in the beginning of the month to stay organized, grounded, and aligned with my business and my personal life. So I'm going to start off with my wall calendar. This is where I plug in important events that happen for me during the week, the weeks, and the months to come. So I plan out 3 months in advance. So right now I am removing May. And what I like about it is that I can reflect back on my month and see exactly what I did and who I connected with, and also, just to do like a progress report, right? Sometimes you should go back during the month and the weeks also to see what you did well, what you need to do better, what you need to focus on more. So whether that's going to the gym more often, whether that is creating more content for your business, plug it all into your calendar. And I'm going to show you 2 separate calendars for that. But this way you can see what you're working on. So if you don't have it written down, it's out of sight, out of mind. So you won't really know what you did. I don't think you're going to be able to remember all of the things that you worked on during the week. If you have that type of brain power, then kudos to you. So here is the month of June, and I plan out 3 months in advance. So I'm going to plan out for June, July, and August. So I may not have as many things in July and August planned out, or as many events planned out as I would for June, because obviously we are now in June. But at least it will give me an idea of what I need to block out during those months. So then this way I don't over plan. So right here, my June calendar, and I have it. Let me see if I can show you. Well, I'll show you in a minute. But for now, let me grab some little sticky. So I use these little post-it notes, sticky notes. So then this way I can organize my calendar. So I'm going to give you an example. Of course, this is going to look obviously different for you than it does for me. So I know that on Saturdays I have accountability calls with my accountability partner Shauna. She is amazing. We've been accountability partners for almost 2 years, I think now. I know it's over a year, and it helps because it helps me stay in alignment with my personal goals, with my professional goals, and also I know that someone is holding me accountable. So if you don't have an accountability partner and you want to have one and you don't know how that looks like or what to do, just reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to get you an accountability partner. So that's one. Now, the second thing I do is I update my business calendar. So my business calendar is going to be different from my personal calendar. This is where I'm going to incorporate all the times that I'm working on my business, and also what days I'm writing content, what days I am assigning things to my virtual assistant, and also I'm giving myself days off. So make sure that whether it's in your excuse me, whether it is in your personal calendar or your professional calendar, make sure to give yourself some self-care days. So important. Another thing that I do is I do these monthly reflections. So another thing that I do is these monthly review reflection questions. And I basically every month I go over these questions, and then I kind of do like a self-evaluation, to see what I need to do better, what I need to focus on, what I need to, stay more organized with. I use the Brendan Burchard, the High Performance Planner. You can purchase these on Amazon. I will have the link below. I absolutely love them because they give you also a weekly progress report, and you can plan out your day by the month, the week, and by the hour. So I love that. So I will go ahead and plan out for the week and what I have to do immediate for the next couple of days versus the other calendars. They're more like for, the upcoming days and things like that. So as far as the calendars are concerned, this is what I use. I also organize my content for the week as well as my topics of discussion, and I use Notion for that. And I actually have another video that goes over my content planning process, so go ahead and check it out. But for the most part, I wanted to just simplify this process for you and show you exactly the tools and the resources that I use in order for me to stay organized. I am more of a writer. I like to write things down. I know we have our phones now that we can rely on when it comes to reminding us, whether it's Google Calendars or, whatever other calendar system you have, so do what works for you. This is what has been working for me. Again, I have to visually see it, If anything, I would recommend you doing a blend of things. So try these out. Let me know what you think. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or you do something different, I'd love to hear it. All right. Until the next video. All right, guys. So this is what it looks like right now. Just to kind of give you an idea of my workspace. Okay. Are the calendars. I'm using my iPhone. So right here are the calendars. This is my June business calendar. This is, you can't see it, but this is August. This is July. And then this is June. So I already have June a little bit filled in and maybe like one or two things in July. But for the most part, this is what I have going on here. And then here, I'm going to fill out this calendar for my journal. This is like a little bit more personal stuff. And also I'm going to do that monthly evaluation. All right, friends, hopefully this gave you some insight. If you want to learn more on how to build your part-time business while working your 9 to 5, or if you want to just stay more grounded in your business in general, follow, subscribe, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to connect with you. Thank you.